10th of October 1946, riots engulfed the Noakhali and Tipera districts of Bengal, in present-day which was known as Bangladesh, where the Hindu community was targeted. This is an important event in the modern history of the subcontinent, which ultimately led to the partition of India. Now coming to the background of Noakhali riots. In 1946, the times were tense in many parts of the subcontinent. The British had promised to grant independence to its prized colony, but there was no concrete decision on how to go about the transfer of power. The Muslim League was demanding a separate Muslim state of Pakistan. This was not agreed by the Indian National Congress. Areas where there was not a clear majority for one of the two communities were reeling in tension as to what would happen, whether the country would be partitioned, and if that took place, which side of the border would they lie.
Thank you so much, viewers, for watching our channel National Icon. I really appreciate your patience and understanding that in this kind of distress, you are giving our moral support as we go ahead and expose the real history of Bengal in and across the time of the independence of India. Now, where the subject we are now into is the Noakhali riots. What we are watching at that point in time is that the helpless people, molested women, poor people of the villages were there in the village only, and the rich people are not there. They flee out of the village, and Mahatma Gandhi was meeting those people across the villages of Noakhali. Now, this was something really confusing, and this was a real question mark here, that he was giving fearlessness among those people, the molested women, the senior citizens, and the sick people, and the people who were not able to flee out of the village. What's the question here is that even though the Hindu Mahasabha was asking for military protection, Gandhi was moving across the villages to give them moral support and fearlessness. Now, what is the kind of fearlessness support is this?
Government tried to curb incidents of violence being reported in the newspapers. It also covered up a report on Noakhali incident by Edward Skinner Simpson, a retired judge. Nanmohan Sen, a revolutionary leader who had participated in Chittagong Armory raid and had been imprisoned for 16 years by the British, was killed by a mob during these riots.
This tension was causing sporadic riots in places. The Muslim League called for direct action, and on 16th of August 1946, that was announced as the Direct Action Day. To show their strength, the League leaders called for action in order to get their demand for Pakistan fulfilled. Many provocative speeches were made, and this resulted in one of the worst communal riots in history, the Great Calcutta Killings. events of the Noakhali riots. Now, Mahatma Gandhi Noakhali, 1946. In Noakhali, which was not much affected during the Calcutta killings, the violence started on 10th of October.
Thank you so much, viewers, for staying with us for across the road of 45 episodes of the Syama-Koshy movie. Now, while I was talking about the Noakhali riot, we see that Mahatma Gandhi was walking across the villages and he was trying to implement the self-courage, the self-defense and the fearlessness in among the people of the villages. Now, the fact is that most of the villagers who were working over there, upper caste, able to income, fled the villages and they completely isolated the village, and the village was completely now in the hands of the molesters. Now, this was the problem, and Gandhi, in most of the cases, the 77-year-old person, Mr. Mahatma Gandhi, said in most of the cases that I'm working to give some kind of fearlessness among the villagers. And that's true, that he tried to implement fearlessness. And he said that no police can protect you until and unless you are changing yourself from coward to a brave person. So he tried to organize his own people, his own volunteers to be fearless, make people fearless and confront the molesters as it comes.
The Muslim League was demanding a separate Muslim state for Pakistan. This was not agreed by the Indian National Congress. Areas where there was no such clear majority for any of the two communities were reeling with tensions as to what would happen, whether the country would be partitioned, and if that took place, on which side of the border would they lie. This tension caused sporadic riots in places.
Affected areas were in Noakhali district, Ramganj, Raipur, Begamganj, Chagalnaya, Lakshmipur and Sandweep, Tipera district, Chandpur, Faridganj, Hajiganj, Chaudagram and Lakshma. The perpetrators were Muslim National Guards and private military. They targeted Bengali Hindus. Unfortunately, the Muslim League government of Bengal, headed by Hussain Saeed Suhrawardy, did not actively check the rioters. Some believe this was to send the message that the partition of the country was warranted. This was in line with the communal propaganda by the League leaders who had asked its supporters to take Pakistan by force if needed.
In the year of 1940, the Muslim League had already passed a resolution for separate Pakistan. In the year of 1946, March 1946, the Prime Minister Clement Attlee announced transition of power, and after that he tried to form the interim government, which was not accepted by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. At that point in time as well, he started thinking of a direct action day, and for which he started campaigning, which was called a peaceful campaign across India, mainly in Punjab and also peacefully in Bengal. If we look into the direct reason behind the riots in Calcutta, we can figure out that the Muslims were made and instigated to take part in this violence to make sure that Muslim League can demand for a separate state for Muslims. And that was the reason the Calcutta killings was a turning point in the Indian history and the turning point behind the partition of undivided India.
First of all, thank you all for watching our video and supporting us with so much of love. And after completing this phase of great Calcutta killings, we will move to some more riots grade-wise as Noakhali riots, and likewise. We will continue with our national icon Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, his role in all these riots and pre and post independence of India, ultimately to his sacrifice and death. All this will remain as a research work for all of you, and in period of time more and more people to come as well as generation will get to know it about our national icon, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.